early morning grinding. Early morning grinding now. I took Thursday off, and I think I'm always take Thursday off because when that happened, the world works in our favor. I got the leaks finally from Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, the upcoming Disney Plus show, featuring the new take on Peter Parker and his gang. There are some conflicting feelings that I got about this, but beforehand, let's watch it through. But keep in mind, this junk can get copyrighted, so we're gonna watch it in a unique way.
Are you okay?
So boom, Peter Parker risen up chicks like he do so effortlessly. The individual he's talking to is a character known as NICO Minoru. Based off the name, you know she got that devil juice all in her. That's the conflicting part. Her backstory is one day she catch her parents doing a witch ritual. Again, MCU. I don't know why they putting witchcraft in every freaking dish in the kitchen. I don't get it. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's just a character that they're gonna redesign their backstory, because the heck do Peter Parker look like fighting these witches? But at the same time, my boy Peter Parker stay linked up
They didn't believe in us. God did.
with the big bag. You feel me? So anybody try my boy Parker, Dr. Strange gonna pull up on the magical front. So we got that covered there, right? Anywho, this first interaction is him getting bit in front of NICO. The animation style is a lot like the MTV version of Spider-Man that came out in early 2000s. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm not that big a fan of the What If series. However, X-Men 97 did have a nice blend. So maybe the artwork that we seen from Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man gonna have a little bit of that classic animation. In the middle of him risen up, the spider bites homeboy in the back of his neck like how it always is. He's getting a little jitters. He falls to the floor in the middle of the road. Side note, shout out to the security guard, because there ain't no way he did not see this. He let us eat. So appreciate that, man. This is broad daylight. I don't think Peter Parker ever got bit by the spider in the broad daylight. Maybe that's why the whole world looks so goofy looking. Typically he in his bedroom or something like that, or he in the lab and he get bit by the hand, or he taking the book bag off. But the spider must have been hungry that day. After that scene get cleared up, it goes into the theme song, very hip-hop eccentric. Show the spider kind of biting the DNA. You go through the comics, so you know most of the story work is going to be following the comics. Him developing the web slingers, which is interesting. Him fighting his first bad guys, climbing walls. I do like the design of his face. It's just sometimes the animation kind of look like a video game cutscene. But I always felt when I was a kid, if we can get a whole show that looked like a video game cutscene, I think that would hit, especially when I was watching Injustice. Comment down below if I'm the only one. But yeah, he put his SHIESTY on for the first time. Salute to that boy. I'm so glad that they put the little white lens over his eyes, because he do look goofy. I would not be afraid of this man. But if you see on the back of him, he got his web slingers. He ain't know how to compress that junk yet, so he just got their oxygen tanks, strong as ever, toting that sucker around. But eventually, you know, he learned how to put it in his book bag. Then he put that junk in his arm. So that aspect alone, I appreciate. You know what I'm saying? I'm going crazy with the sound effects. My apologies. Anywho, we see different variations of Peter Parker in the theme song. Hopefully they leak this. I mean, release this on their YouTube so we can actually, you know, play the whole thing out. But every time I play this junk out from D23, they copyright me. I can't risk it. A lot of people subbing up recently. I don't want to do that to my boy. Some more shots flying around the city. And if you see right here, those web slinger fluid is this little canister right here. Also, he got that drip on. But web slingers right here. But in the beginning, the web slingers was like a 2 oxygen tank level condenser. So we're going to see the development in real time. The whole season 1 probably is just him get his life together the first couple of weeks of Spider-Man, which is exciting. When you don't think about it, we've been limited to like 2 hours of his origin story. So with this show coming out and the focus on all the common highlights being presented through this show, I think we can dive deep. Also, we get a little hint of green. You already know who they are alluding to, which is your boy, the big bad Osborn. Osborn is going to be played by gang right here. He look like the same character. So I wouldn't be surprised they live action this man eventually as Osborn, the Green Goblin. I think Cole Domingo is the proper choice because he have a very distinct voice.
Yo, excuse me? Excuse me?
Yeah, what Spider-Man about to get that stern talking to eventually in this season.
When I sit across from you and tell you something about my life, you didn't get to use that against me.
Oh, snap.
You cross that line again, we're done. You talk back right now, we're done. One more disrespectful word out of your mouth and we're done. You hear me? Hey, you hear me?
Hey, hold on.
When I sit across from you and tell you something about my life, you didn't get to use that against me. You cross that line again, we're done. You talk back right now, we're done. One more disrespectful word out of your mouth and we're done. You hear me? Hey, you hear me?
For sure they cooked with that. I don't even have to break that down. Y'all seen it yourselves. After that, the theme song kind of goes to the core people that will be very important to Peter Parker. So, you know, they life in danger off rip. You got Aunt May that don't really look like an Aunt May. They're going Young May for this series. You got NICO, the witch. Keep her away from my Peter. Pause, by the way. That sounded crazy. Pause, that sounded crazy. I don't know who Buddy is, but I wouldn't be surprised that he's like the little Osborn Jr. guy. Because I was looking up the cast of Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and they only highlight NICO, Norman Osborn, but this could possibly be Harry because, you know, the green tint, and he looked like he could be related to that character. And I don't know who she is, but this is Lonnie Lincoln, and spoiler alert, Lonnie Lincoln eventually becomes Tombstone, which is crazy. And you don't know who Tombstone is. He's somewhat like a Bane-esque character, but he ain't that strong. But he's like an underworld boss, bit bad. Like all he got is his ones and twos. He don't got nothing too crazy, but he got some little bit of durability. So most of the people in Peter Parker life will be altered by Peter getting the spider from the series, which is exciting. You see a little couple bad guys, and then boom, the title comes up, but homeboy's in the way. Yeah, for sure that's Harry, but nothing is no evidence that says that Harry, so it could possibly be somebody else, but I'm convinced. We also get some shots of another scene that wasn't leaked. Peter getting dropped off that day before, you know, get bit by a spider. Jump for of, you know, the early days of Spider-Man, him swinging across the city and him pulling up at Nico's crib. Now, I don't know who this little black baby is right here in the corner, but maybe they adopted a little kid or something. You see a little bit of magic shit. You got this little star right here. These freaking witchcraft bull crap. Like, this is the junk I be talking about. Like, MCU be tweaking. I don't know what they got going on. And like little stars and whatnot. Hopefully she can't clip like my dog Liz, so we don't have to deal with her for seasons to come, because I don't like all that witchcraft in my superhero suit. We ain't never had that much witches growing up on Fox Kids or on like Disney XD. It wasn't that much sorcery going on. It was just the ones and the twos and a little bit of web slinging around here and there. Now they dealing with freaking spirituality and stuff. Miss me with that crap. Last thing that I think this show will set precedents is the understanding of what Future Foundation Peter Parker is. We get a shot of Future Foundation Spider-Man, and if you don't know what that means, Fantastic Four, Reed Richard kind of collaborate with Peter Parker to develop their unique suit that looks similar to that. Also, this is a way to get the audience familiar with the Fantastic Four in a different media. So I do think they're using this show to introduce that aspect of the Fantastic. Just like how they're using Fortnite to introduce individuals to Doctor Doom which is also connected to Fantastic Four. But comment down below, how do you feel about this leak? Are you interested? Do they need to get that witchcraft out of here with Peter Parker? I am your boy Lo at Community. I'll see you in another video.
No, what are you waiting for? Do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it!